Hey, what's up everyone, this is Sarge. So with Season 3 and the new map, we've gotten some new filters that they've added in the game, as well as the overall look to it. It looks a lot different, but there's a filter you can add on top of what they currently are using, and it'll make the colors pop. It'll bring the greens out, it'll bring the blues, the reds, everything that is color in the game will just be a lot more vibrant, and that's exactly what you're looking at here. And I'll just show you guys a difference on what it looks like without the filters that I'm using, and I'll give you guys a couple of other ways you can do it as well. So this is what the game looks like generally. I do have my brightness up to about 55%. Default is 50. But yeah, this is what it looks like just regularly. And then now if I turn the filters on, it'll look like this. So a lot more colorful, definitely more vibrant. And so what I'm using are 3 different filters on Nvidia. This is only if you have an Nvidia card and you're using it on your PC, you're able to do this. So unfortunately, it's not for everyone. But if you do have Nvidia, you just bring up your filters by pressing Alt F3, and you're going to add 3 filters. One is going to be your brightness and contrast, and the other is going to be color, and then the last one is details. On your brightness and contrast, you're going to set your exposure to 0, contrast about 10%, 10 to 12, that's fine. Highlights, you're going to bring it up to 45 or 47, just in that area. I'm using 45%. Shadows, bring it down negative 30%, and then gamma you're going to set to 0. Then on your color settings, you're going to add your tint color, scale it down to 0, tint intensity to 0%, temperature to 0.5, and then vibrance to 56.8. That's going to really bring those colors up. And then details, you're going to sharpen 8%, clarity 57%, HDR toning 49%, and then bloom at 8%. This has worked wonders for me. There is also another setting you can also use, which I'm also playing around with. I actually like. You can take Verdansk back to the 70s, give it a little bit more warmer tones. And what you do is you just go to your options and then set your colorblind mode to Tritopia, which I've used in the past. I keep my brightness about 55. I used 65 in the previous map, but I scale it down because it's a lot more brighter in this game, especially when you're coming out of buildings. And then your game's going to look like this. So it's going to be a little bit more warmer tones. The grass will look a little bit more brownish, but this is also a really good look to me. I am actually using this one or preferring this one too. So one or the other, that's fine. But it looks a lot different when you have your settings off, where everything just looks like it's grayish or blue. There's like a blue tint as well on it. So yeah, give these settings a shot if you are running Nvidia filters. And let me know in the comments what you guys might be also using on top of that. Today's game, I am going to be popping off with the Farah 83, which is currently a meta weapon. Great additions to the balancing in the game by Raven Software. Big applause to them, because there's a lot more weapons that are now viable in Warzone Season 3, and so it's just a great time right now to run around with your favorite weapons and actually compete. Also, if you haven't noticed, Storage Town is in an absolutely chaotic mode right now. There's so many people dropping there because everyone's trying to test weapons and attachments out. So it's a little bit dangerous if you're trying to go in to collect kills. You're just going to be shot from every corner. So a good tip, and you'll get to see this in my video, is to play a little bit more on the defensive side. Try to find a store that might be near the area that you can capitalize on using armor or revives or self-revives, especially if you're running solo. If you are in a group, to grab a scavenger, because it'll allow you to keep spawning in the game in that area, so you don't, if your team does get wiped, it doesn't spawn you somewhere completely random. So that's a tip if you want to tackle on Storage Town right now. It's just really chaotic. Play defensive, stay on the outside if you need to, but capitalize on a store if there is one around that area. And yeah, have a great time. Enjoy today's game. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
I take your victory.
Primary LZ's above. Soldier incoming. Enemy UAV overhead.
Better.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Come in, Actual. Call for fire.
This is loader 2-0. Stop. Let's strike away. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Request recon flyover.
UAV entering the AO. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Strike inbound.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Impact, no joy.
Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Safe.
Enemy soldier incoming. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy UAV overhead. Dropping into the AO.
Dude, why is everyone camping?
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. overhead. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy UAV overhead. Supply box marked. Secure the package. Enemy UAV overhead. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the sky. Hostile dropping into the area. What? Enemy UAV overhead. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Target marked. Hit them.
This is loader 2-0. Good copy.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Come in, Ashwa. Call for fire.
This is Striker 3-1. Good copy. Strike inbound.